Hello, I'm Ronan Kelsa with Northeastern State Athletics. Today I'm joined by Scott Pettus, an NSU alum himself, longtime athletics employee, and all-around Tahlequah community man. Scott currently serves as the Assistant Athletics Director for External Operations. So, Scott, thanks for joining me. And honestly, how would you really explain your job? I mean, it seems like External Operations is a big title.
Well, it's certainly a long title anyway. I know that as you look at what all I do, it's all encompassing. I've been here for many years, and it's a situation where it gives me the opportunity to get out, meet people, advance the department, whether it be in fundraising efforts or with donor support or whatever. But certainly it's a situation where we get the opportunity to meet people, to tell the NSU story, and ask people to be involved with our mission, and certainly invest their time, their dollars, their support for our athletics department and our student athletes at Northeastern State.
I know you run core partners, donors, and then also the in-game atmosphere.
Yeah,
kind of.
Certainly. That's one of the neat things about being in athletics is getting to watch games, and a lot of people will say you've got the best job in the world. You get to watch athletics, and I do. And I get paid to do that, and get paid very well to do that. But the thing that really is neat about athletics is, we're an entertainment business, and whenever you put a product on the field or on the court or wherever that may be, you have to advance that game day environment, and people are spending entertainment dollars to come and to watch our student athletes and watch our coaches and be involved. So whether it's the in-game video board production, the streaming of our games on Blue Frame through GoRiverHawksGo.com, or whether it's a radio broadcast, something that is near and dear to me, being able to broadcast NSU athletic events, it's the best job in the world. And the opportunity that presented itself back in 1995 when I came to work in the athletics department, that was one thing that I was very adamant about, and very continue to be very passionate about. Is I want to be there, because something will separate that particular game from all the others, and I want to be there to see that, whether it's at the Doc Wadley Stadium or the NSU Event Center or Rousey Field. I want to be there to see that, and I want to be able to tell that story at some point to those that are NSU supporters.
Right, and then you're an alum yourself. So what does NSU kind of mean to you and your family? And what sold you on the university and wanting to come back and working for athletics?
Well, I came from a small town in Commerce, Oklahoma. That's the home of Mickey Mantle. A lot of people will realize that. Okay. But the sports information director, Steve Buzzard, who was here in 1980, I actually came here in 1981, but he invited me to campus. I'd never been on the campus before that time. And from the moment that I stepped on campus here, I fell in love with NSU and with Tahlequah, and don't see myself anywhere else. I've raised a family. I have 4 children. I now have 8, soon to be 9 grandchildren. And, we're all within, driving distance for the most part of campus here. And, I really don't, I wanted to be a Redman, and now I'm a Riverhawk. I'm a Redman forever. I'm a Riverhawk forever. When you see the light in the eyes of the student athletes today, the one main thing that ties us all together is Northeastern State University. And yes, we were Redmond for a long time, and I understand that and appreciate that, and certainly will never let history go away. However, we have tremendous student athletes and coaches here that are dedicated and want to represent this university, and that's they feel the same about this place as I do, when the time comes for me to step away, whenever that is, I hope it's no time soon, because I still love coming and doing what I do. I've never worked a day in my life. Some people will say, well, you've never worked anyway, but they always say, if you enjoy what you do, you'll never work a day in your life. And I really think that's true for me.
Sure. The current world situation, though, and athletic competition shut down. How can one support the Riverhawks and NSU?
Well, the only thing different right now in the COVID world that we live in is, we are not playing games, and we're still continuing to practice. And that's the neat thing about Division II athletics, that we believe in the mission of Division II athletics, and the most important thing is we want our students to earn a degree. And if we can help them in some form or fashion do that, if athletics is the vehicle for them to do that, then by all means, we are going to continue to do that. And until we graduate 100% of our student athletes, and until we win 10 national championships, we've got work to do. We've got a job to do, and we will continue to do that very well. But in this COVID world that we live in, we still have needs. We still have budgetary, necessities that are very vital to the mission of NSU athletics. And even though we're not playing, we are going to return to play at some point. And whether that's this winter during the basketball season, whether it's in the spring, we are making plans to return to normalcy in some form or fashion. Our new normal will be different. We understand that. But the things that I think are most important are, we still have needs, and we still have student athletes that need support monetarily. We still have some student athletes and coaches that need support from individuals, whether it's just a call and say, hey, we believe in what you're doing. There's many ways to help. I've said this for many, many years. You may not be able to give millions of dollars to this university. We understand that. And certainly, if you can, we want to talk to you. But, the fact of the matter is, you can help us other ways. Your influence, your network of friends, your network of employees in your business. There are ways to help us achieve our goals and continue our mission here at NSU.
Two questions about yourself, your background being in Tahlequah, and your life. You're a referee for various youth sports. Why do you value doing that, and what do you kind of gain from that? And what sports? It's like every sport, right?
Well, it can be, I guess. Yes, I do referee football. I have done that for 16 years now, and I referee basketball, referee volleyball, and have done some umpiring in baseball. But I got into this for a couple of reasons. The main reason is, as assistant athletic director for external operations, by getting out and refereeing, I get the chance to reconnect with former student athletes and former students of Northeastern State University. We graduate a lot of teachers at NSU, and we graduate a lot of coaches. And that was the main reason why I began that journey several years ago, after my children were grown and they had exhausted their eligibility at the high school level. I decided that, this is a chance for me to get out, and it's a fitness thing. It's something that I can get out and be with the students. It keeps you young. It allows me to, again, to reconnect with our students that have gone on. Now I get to see them do what they do and do very well, after they left Northeastern State. And that's a little bit about, that's really the reason why. It's fun. It's there's just something about being on the field or on the court on a Tuesday or a Friday or whenever that is, and to interact with the students and to give back to the games that I enjoyed playing a long time ago. And that's really the main reason why. And had I known 30 years ago that I would have had as much fun doing the officiating part of what I do after I leave work at NSU, I'd have done it sooner. But again, I talked earlier about the passion that I have for radio, and that's something that I did. I was able to broadcast a lot of high school events. I've probably, broadcast over my career that stretches back to 1981, probably somewhere in the neighborhood of 1,500 to 1,700, either high school, sub-varsity high school or at college athletics events on the radio. And I love that. And I still love that. But there's something about officiating that allows you to get out and be even more involved, be in the game. And that's something that I truly enjoy.
Yeah, and speaking of being in the game, you're also a storm chaser. Say that's a pretty serious game going towards whatever kind of storm there might be. How, when, why, which storms are you chasing?
That happened a long time ago. That was something. Weather is something that affected me tremendously back when I was a young boy. I saw my first tornado when I was 12 years old, or 11 years old actually. I lived out of in Commerce or Miami, Oklahoma, and saw a tornado actually form. Saw it mature into an EF2 tornado, F2 at that time. And then watched it dissipate. And from that moment on, I became very fearful. Quite honestly, anytime a dark cloud would come up, I would get physically ill almost. Well, when I came to Tahlequah in 1981, I had the opportunity to work at the local radio station. And one day we had a tornado warning while I was on the air, and I had to tell folks, to go to safety. And basically I had to remain there on the air during this event. And I decided right after that, I needed to learn about storms, needed to learn about some meteorology, and then, get the chance to continue to help people. So at the time, a gentleman by the name of Bob Ed Culver, who was a long time after he left Tahlequah, he became a state legislator, but he hired me as back then it was called civil defense. And I began to learn about storms, and I began to learn about civil defense. Now it's called emergency management. And that's under the Division of Homeland Security as well. And we all know after 9/11 how that has certainly changed. But I am the assistant director or the deputy director for emergency management for the city of Tahlequah and Cherokee County. And but storm chasing is something that is fun. I say fun. It's an adrenaline rush, but it's my community service. It's my, if you will, my way of helping the community. Whether some people join civic clubs. I'm just a member of the emergency management team and go out sometimes late at night, many times late at night. But again, that's my way to help the community stay safe. And it allows me to again maybe help someone who may be fearful of storms or may be fearful of something weather related or anything as far as emergency management is concerned. Maybe just ease their minds a little bit and comfort them a little bit. And again, one of the things now that we're in COVID-19, I spend a lot of time with emergency management, going over COVID-19 pandemic type issues and mitigation processes and things like that. So yeah, it's something that I spend a lot of time with, but again, something that I'm very passionate about. And I think that's the main thing that I've tried to drive home here today is, I'm a passionate person, and I've got to give 150% of whatever it is that I decide to do. I don't take on everything, but those things that I do, I will give everything I've got towards it.
Yeah, totally agree. Nice wrap up there, Scott. So thank you for joining me and sharing what you do for NSU and the surrounding community, and thank you, Riverhawk fans, for tuning in. Of course,
I appreciate that. If I could add just one thing, I just want folks to remember that here at NSU we are a Division II athletics department, and it doesn't matter the level that you compete in. Things still cost the same, Roman. Shoulder pads, helmets, and basketballs, and golf clubs, and things like that. They all cost the same. whether you're playing at a Division I school, Division II, or Division III, NAIA, junior college, or high school, it doesn't matter. So there are ways to help us. And I will promise you that if you are interested in helping us at Northeastern State University, we've got a document online. You can go to GoRiverHawksGo.com and look at our all-in program. That's our athletic fund campaign. Whether you're a business or an individual, we've got other ways that you can help join NSU Athletics, be a part of NSU Athletics. And we hope that you will take that time to at least consider the opportunity to help us as we move out of this COVID-19 era.